Hello.
Good morning, hello.
Happy Beltane. Yeah. For those of you who know that what that is, Happy Beltane.
Cheers. Good morning.
Cheers. So we've just been to the South of England show car boot sale. It's Sunday, the Beltane.
It's 29th or 30th, and I think it's the first on Monday.
The first on Monday tomorrow.
But it's May Day weekend.
Yes. And we've just been to the boot sale, so...
Yeah, because unfortunately the mega boot sale was due to start today, and it was going to be a huge, great big one out on the field, but it rained on Thursday, and... Not
that we don't like the other one, but we're hoping that the ground is better for walking on. So the sand is not always easy to walk around.
I really, really struggle at the south of England in the sheds, only because it's got a thick coating of sand on the floor, and because I need to use a walker, and I have to use the walker because I buy china and things, and I can't carry that amount of china, so I've got to put my basket on the seat of the walker and then push it.
And if I was just being kind, I'd walk around and carry it all for Jan, but if I did that, how am I going to do my stuff?
But normally by the time we meet up in there and I'm ready to say, can you take this lot back to the car?
My trolley's full.
Your trolley was actually full, wasn't it? You had to almost chuck your things out to fit mine in.
Yeah.
But it's like, mine's China.
Yours China big. Mine's only clothing.
This thing about it's all right, it'll balance.
It'll balance on top. So no, I had to actually get all mine up, put Jan's in the bottom, and then put mine kind of over and around it, and then get it back. So it's the thing about buying lots of things. So So. I don't know how many bits you've got today. Do you want to kick us off with something? Excellent.
I have no idea. Well, I start off with some, just saw on a table with 50p. They're just tie-on labels, but I find they're really useful to tie around mugs and things, because I buy mugs all the time and then I'll write down the mug with this on or try and describe it. But when it comes to actually looking for it later, I'm thinking, is that that one or is that?
Are you actually putting a SKU number on yours, a number system or something, so that you know which one's which, or
ish? But if they've got a tie-on label, then I know that is definitely that one. So tie-on labels 50p, so that was a bargain.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to start with a jacket. It's actually one of the first things I picked up. So this is a super dry jacket, which I quite like. It's very, it needs a good ironing and things, but it's very
super safe.
It's super safe. Yeah, it's like if you break one zip, don't worry, there's another one underneath it.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. It's
and what's this bit for?
Oh, I don't know. Is that for the parachute or something?
I'm trying to show the camera.
The tag.
Yeah, it's the ejector seat, isn't it?
It looks. I don't know. There's a little pocket with a pen pocket.
It looks like a pen pocket more than anything, doesn't it?
I don't. It's quite. It feels kind of.
Say there, super dry.
Robust.
And a load of Chinese.
Kind of. Yeah, that's just their brand. It's not. It's actually an English company.
All right.
But anyway, I quite liked it. I think it's quite nice. It's quite.
It's got a pleasant smell about it. Whoever they were, they've either just washed it.
I don't even know what size it is.
It smells kind of laundered.
So it's the new originals. Super.
Excuse me, supping on my tea. We get up and go straight away, so I don't even have a cup of tea before we go boot sailing. So I come home and I'm desperate.
And also in this, it's got like on this pocket, but you've got like these bits, but it feels like it's wire inside. It's kind of bendy. It kind of will bend to shape.
Yeah.
Which is a really kind of interesting. But anyway, I paid £5 for it. I'm hoping I'm going to make a profit. I need to do some research on what I'm hoping.
If you just took the metal off and parted it out
as scrap.
It's got to be a profit.
Take it out for scrap. But I'm hoping I might get 25 to 30 quid for that if I'm lucky.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyway, that was my first bit.
I started my Christmas shopping. I have this very, very pretty bookmark. It's a kind of pressed metal leaf with some don't know what you call that. It's almost like macrame type.
Oh, macrame, yeah, no. Oh, it is, isn't it? Macrame,
I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. But it's very pretty. And I thought that will do to give us a gift. If Neil doesn't knock it out of my hand first.
Yeah.
And this was 20p.
Yeah, it's a nice little. No, it's got dog on it.
Yeah, 20p for that one.
Okay.
I like Christmas shopping for 20p. We don't actually do Christmas ourselves.
No, we do Yule, which is the 21st of December.
I still
Winter
give
solstice.
a very small gift to my sister. And if I can get it for 20p, that's all the better.
Now,
And that might sound mean, but she once gave me a book from a jumble sale that still had the 2p price label in it.
Yeah.
So.
It's that kind of
So I
relationship.
spent 10 times what she spent on me.
What's that? Dragon or dragon?
Dragon jeans. Yeah, dragon jeans.
Dragon jeans. Well, I picked these. Got these for £3. And these are actually a motorcycle ones. The yellow in this is actually Kevlar, so that if you were to come off your bike, that it's not going to go through to your skin. The Kevlar, if anyone doesn't know, Kevlar is really it's not likely to break. It's really tough, so you're not gonna wear through the denim and go into your leg.
Is
it will
Kevlar
still.
and carbon Kevlar the same thing, or is carbon Kevlar a different version of this Kevlar?
Right, carbon Kevlar is normally a weave, and it's normally the Kevlar. So you'll see a yellow and a black, and the black is the carbon. So I know this from
Because your
canoeing.
canoe paddles are made of carbon
Yes.
Kevlar, and they cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because he used to paddle at an Olympic type standard.
I used to be in the England team, but not for the Olympics. So what happens is the Kevlar, when it has resin on it, if it breaks, it will hold together. But the carbon goes extra rigid and is really kind of strong. But once it actually breaks, it will just snap.
Right.
So if you've got carbon and Kevlar in a weave together, the Kevlar will stop it snapping and the carbon will give it the rigidity.
Okay.
And that's why you use carbon and Kevlar. Kevlar is the bit that holds it all together. But these are actually Kevlar trousers, which is really
does
cool.
that go all the way down, or is it just the bum that's protected?
Actually, let's have a look, see quite how extensive this is.
I think it's
Now,
just the bum.
I'm expecting these to be to actually have quite a good.
So it's like the bum
silhouette.
at the back, and then the knees at the front.
Yeah, and the sides.
And a little bit of side panelling down the thigh.
I guess the
Presumably there's enough research on what happens in motorcycle accidents that they are the
Well, here's my guess.
areas that need protecting the most,
Yeah.
I assume.
The knees are going to be to protect the knees.
Right, excuse Neil because he's
Dog.
got to let the dog out.
The knees are for the knees, but this little section here will be to stop that tearing away from that to hold the protection for the knees.
Right.
Because if you have material in between and it rips, you'll
Okay.
lose your knee protection.
And while he's doing that, I picked up a slow feeder dog bowl. We've got one already, but we've got 2 dogs left. So I thought if I get another one, then they can have one each, and it just slows them down. I kind of call it a cruelty dog bowl. It's like, here's your dinner, but you can't eat it.
You can't eat it all at the same time.
But especially with Labradors, who would just, the highlight of their day is their dinner, and it's gone in 30 seconds.
And it
So
feels
you give them
mean
one of
that
these,
they...
and at least it spreads the time out a little
Yeah.
bit. So, pound for that one.
Pound for that one. My next item from the same person as the motorbike jeans is a motorcycle all-in-one wet weather overall, I guess, kind of overall onesie
Oh yeah.
kind of thing. And it is
Like
actually
a baby grey.
yeah, but it's actually all waterproof. So
Wise. WEISE. Quality products. I don't know if any of you know anything about that brand.
But it looks...
If you know anything about the brand, can you pop it in the comments?
The lady who I was buying it from, her husband has given up riding his motorbike, and he's also selling his boots as well. But the boots were £10, but I got that for £5. I think that should make a pretty good kind of profit on £5.
So is that just a waterproof? Would you wear your Kevlar trousers underneath and then
Yeah, I
put
think
baby
so.
grow on top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or that might even be a case of that might be wrapped up, and then if it rains, you quickly get out of your the boxes they have on the back, or like a pannier kind of thing. Quickly get it, pull over on the road, and then you might not want to permanently do it. But yeah, that's all good.
Right.
What have you got, Jen?
I have got this lovely gardening mug, and it's one of these with either a top to keep your drink warm or a coaster to stand it on.
So
but it's kind of a picture of a shed with cats in watering cans and all various different...
Is it supposed to be both then? Is it an either? I mean,
What do you mean,
are
either?
these designed to be to keep it to go on top or underneath, or you just don't know?
Well, the people that sold it to me said that it's designed to keep your drink warm. If you're going out into the garden or the shed, it would also keep insect life out of it. But these are often sold as a cup with a coaster.
Yeah.
So it's an either or.
I like it.
Once you bought it, you can do whatever you like with
Well,
it,
of
can't
course.
you? But the actual mug is a Gardener's Delight.
Eyes for You.
Eyes for You by Patsy Allen, 1997.
Yeah.
And these sort of things, it doesn't say if it's bone china or not. It does feel like a fine china.
Collectible World Studios Limited.
Yeah, I would sell. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's bone china or fine china. You know, it's going to sell to somebody interested in.
Yeah. That was a ka-ching I heard on somebody's eBay.
No, that was me.
Was it?
Yeah,
That's what I said. Of
doing that.
Oh, I thought I heard a ka-ching of someone's eBay.
No, I just did that. But anyway, that was either 50p or £1. I cannot remember.
Either way.
I've got a feeling he wanted £1 and I for 50p, and then they were very grateful that I had the right money because they had lots of pound coins and no 50p change.
Oh.
That might have been somebody else. I'm sorry, I don't.
It's remembering
It's
it all.
really hard
isn't
to
it?
remember. When I get tired, all the thoughts fall out of my head and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So that may have been 50p, it may have been £1. Brand new, it was probably 12 to 15 pounds. So it was a bargain.
It's a bargain. Either way, it's a bargain. Well, my next thing is I don't normally pick up. Well, these are overalls. How do you pronounce the brand?
Dickies.
A Dickies. I know Dickies is a good brand. I've picked up their working trousers before, but this is
What, to sell or to wear at work?
and to wear at work. So yeah, I know that they're a good brand. I picked these up for £2. Obviously they've got some use, but the thing is, I think these are probably.
Oh, I've just seen that's got a thing. Has it got like a thing to put a hammer in, or was that just the way it was folded? No, because you know some of them have a loop that you can hook a hammer into.
You've got side
it's
pockets.
not
Let's have a look. You've got some.
It's got lots of. I was thinking if it's got the loop for a hanger, we ought to give it to my son because he's taken up DIY in a big way. Or perhaps give it to him anyway.
Well, that should. But anyway, it's got pockets on the back and it's whatever.
Zip
But
pocket.
I paid £2, and possibly, I think these could be a good 35 to 40 quid new, maybe more. So I'm thinking that could be a £20 sale.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked those up. It was all good.
Absolutely. And then I'm pretty sure I got 2 for £1 mugs here. This is just a a Sainsbury's one, but it's themed. It's gardener stuff with welly boots and watering
Cans and
and
the plants
stuff
in the
like
pot
that.
and the what brand?
And so-
Sainsbury's, yeah.
Yeah, Sainsbury's. I've sold Sainsbury's and Tesco's mugs before if they are themed.
Well, they're not cheap though, are they? They're still not cheap.
That's why I
the thing.
started buying our mugs at car boot sales, because they're not cheap. So it's that one and this one, which is a beautiful Bambi one, my special friend.
And the Bambi's Disney, isn't
don't know
it?
if you-
So, do you want me to go closer?
Well, I don't know if I did already or not, because I put the mug between me and the camera, so I've got no idea what I was showing the audience. But anyway, I just thought it was nice. It's obviously a Disney. It's probably licensed. Oh, it's Magical Moments, licensed to Disney Studios or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
2 for 50p.
Superb. Right, next little pile. I'll do these as a pile. So I've got some Puma tracksuit bottoms. We've got some Adidas tracksuit bottoms. I think these were £2 a piece, I think. What might have been £1, and these are, again, these are Puma. They're good.
And sorry about the clattering. We've had to put Echo in the hall and shut the stair gate. She's got a flea up her bum this morning and she's chasing around everything. We just thought she'd
Now this last
be
pair,
safer out of the way for the moment.
this is Adidas, but these were London 2012, and apparently this is part of the uniform of people that were assisting in the
Official staff uniform.
official staff uniform for the Olympics. So I paid £2. I mean, they're Adidas, so I'm wondering whether they'd be worth any more the fact that they were part of a proper
Just looking, it's
uniform.
got like a key loop there, a spare button. Clearly it is definitely Adidas. They're very thin,
Yeah.
but there again, if you're just working indoors, that's all you need, isn't it? But yeah,
So
bit of history there.
bit of history. So I paid £2 for those, and
I've got the entire set of Coca-Cola glasses from that Olympics. You could sell it as a bundle.
sell it as a bundle. But anyway, all good.
Me next?
Yes.
Right, this is my magical mystery basket. I've got some good stuff in this basket. I know that much. Oh, this is the good stuff. We're into the bubble wrap now.
Oh. You took, what was it already bubble wrapped?
I asked them if they had any.
If they had any. So is this going to be Ladro or Neo?
It's Neo by Ladro. But I don't know if you want to very carefully...
You've definitely never had that one before.
Have I had it before?
No, I'm saying you haven't
say,
had
if
it
you
before.
have a look in the cabinet, then you can...
No, I don't
recognise that one, so I think it's new to me.
I don't recognise this one at all. So, yeah, she's lovely. And then on the underneath, you can see it's Neo. And I'll give it back to you carefully. So how much did you pay for that one?
Well, I got 2 for £18.
Right.
So, I'm trying to find the other one here. It must be at the top of the basket. And it's not wrapped very well, so I'm having to be very, very careful with it.
In fact, are they going to go straight to the cupboard?
Yeah, they will do. But it was their grandmother's pieces that it's a hula hoop that they're selling.
Nice.
That actually does go into the girl's hand, but as I moved it. But these pieces of Yadro and Neo that have detachable pieces, the pieces get lost. So if you've got one with the piece,
I can imagine.
then that adds to the value. And I know that I don't have that. That's the brand mark on the bottom.
Well done.
and they look to be in good condition. If you're picking up anything like this, always check the neckline, because heads do get broken off, wrists and fingers get broken off,
yeah,
and then get glued back on.
Yeah.
Sometimes not at all professionally, but it's rather a lovely little one with a puppy dog there. So I got those two for £18.
Right, well, I'm going to open up your cupboard and put them straight in before anything else gets to damage them.
I'll just put
Or have you got any more? Have you got any more fragiles?
One more Iadro from the same people.
Right. Oh,
because I bought those two and then noticed this on their table.
It's quite a big duck.
I think it's, well, duck or a goose.
Yeah, duck or goose.
I don't know if I've actually got this one already. I've got several in this range.
You may
I think I do. I normally pay about £3 for them. This one, I can't remember if I paid 2 or 3. I just can't remember. They may have given it to me a bit cheaper because I'm already a good customer.
Right.
But at the same boot sale, I saw a lady selling two from this range, and she wanted £25 for the pair, which I remember thinking was, what are you after, Neil?
Well, I was going to get ready to put them straight in.
Oh, right.
Because I don't want them left out when I talk about other stuff and get stuff and knock them. So I wanted to carefully.
And then there was a man with a whole store full of Iadro, but he was asking. Oh, no, please don't stop.
I've got to move them. So
well, what about further down? There should be space further down.
There's no space anywhere, lovely.
Then please just put them on the desk or something and I'll do it later. Sorry. It sounds though I'm being over fussy, but Neil is sometimes a little bit clumsy, shall we say. Yeah, and he had a whole table full, and he was asking up to £50 for his pieces, wasn't he?
I think he
had one of these.
I mean, it was quite big, saying that the one piece that he had, it was like two people part of the same thing, and it was quite a big one, but it was still.
It may well have been worth £50 on eBay, but certainly not at boot prices.
No.
But anyway, so those 3 together, I may have paid £21 for the whole lot. I know the two figurines were 18 for the pair, because they wanted 10 each for those, and I said, would you do 2 for 18? And they did.
Brilliant. Right. Do you still need that out?
No.
No. Right, so my next lot, obviously, you know I pick up trousers and clothing, that's what I do. So this pile, I quite liked. Well,
we're just driving home from the boot sale, and all of a sudden Neil said, I'm just looking at those young girls to see what they're wearing. He's turned into a bird.
I've never looked at. I just don't.
Never looked at another woman since you met me.
Yeah, just don't.
Now all of a sudden he's interested
No, it's
in
a
what
case
they're covering
of.
their bums with.
Oh look, no, it's more of a case of. Oh look, she's got some distressed jeans, so they got the holes all down them. And then there was another girl. She's got it was the Lion King. It had the Lion King written down it, and I'm just looking at what jackets are they? I'm trying to learn about clothing, which means you've got to try and look at what people are actually wearing. But I'm not a kind of person that just looks at other women and whatever. I'm saying that I'm looking at blokes as well. I want to see what the blokes are wearing.
Well, Your Honour. It's all research.
Well, Your Honour, it comes like this. I'm a clothing seller. I sell clothing. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. So this little pile, this is all Next jeans. I like Next jeans. Normally sell for £12 to £14, something like that. So we've got nice purple pair.
Oh dear. My money just fell out.
Green pair. No, I do like having some that are slightly different. Because it's one of those things of you don't necessarily know where to get some of these. And it's just some nice general pairs of Next jeans. So there's no point in going through showing you everything. There's nothing really special about them. Just there's a pile of Next jeans. But I'm really happy to have them in my stock.
Mhm. I have a pretty little mug by
Queens?
The Royal Horticultural Society. It's Queen's Bone China.
Oh.
Just
Quite
a
nice.
pretty little mug. I think that was probably 50p.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely 50p. Mostly I pay about 50p for mugs.
I'm kind of bundling mine. I'm aware you've probably got quite a lot more stuff in there. A nice toast rack.
It's Portmeirion.
Wow, right, yep.
And the ladies were discussing it when I was, just before I picked it up.
Yeah.
And one of them was saying, do people actually use toast racks anymore? And the other one said, well, you could use it as a letter rack.
You could, yeah.
But unfortunately, I sold a Rayware toast rack during the week, and it arrived kind of snapped in half, which I found very surprising because I do wrap really, 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 really carefully. But if you're ever sending one of these, make sure you fill in between each one so that it can't.
In fact, I have even commented that, are you sure you're not
way.
being too excessive, that they're complaining of being able to get in?
Because I have OCD, I have a problem with wrapping because too much is never enough. And I was sending out a necklace yesterday, and I wrapped it in tissue paper and then some more tissue paper, and then I put cardboard each side of it, and then I bubble wrapped around it, and then I put something else on it, and then I put it in a box and wrapped that up, and then every single opening on the box got sellotape.
And it's like, I'm going to do the corners of the box as well with tape. It's like, they're going to complain they can't get into it. But we know that actually that can be a problem with the Neo that you, or the Ladro that you had ordered, that the person that had wrapped it too tight and it had broken because of...
Well, what had happened there is she'd put a lot of bubble wrap around it and then put the tape over it, and the tension of the tape was too much for the neck on the Yadro.
Yeah, so
but
you have to be careful.
The other thing is, you know, when I wrap China, I have it all in the box, and then I'll wedge it in with void fill and things, and then I shake it, and if I hear any noise at all, then the whole lot comes out and it goes back in again.
Yeah, you don't want any movement, do you? So.
But the problem is that sometimes if you put too much void fill in, that's when you're stressing the item that's in there.
Yeah. But a nice looking piece, Jan.
So I'm pleased with that, Portmeirion. I think it might have been £1.
Yeah, it's good.
But I can't remember.
How many more pieces do you think you've got in there?
Not many. I've got another Portmeirion piece from the same table.
Oh, from the same table?
I think they wanted
Is that Botanic Gardens?
Yeah. You're learning.
I was reading.
I don't actually know what it is.
It's a pot.
Yeah, but what would you use a pot like that for? You know, that's my point. What would that...
Butter?
No, not butter. I don't know what... I can't think of anything that I would put on my table.
Yeah.
I just don't know. But anyway, it was Portmeirion.
Maybe it could be a salt thing. Could you fill it up with salt for using in your kitchen or something?
No, it's not a salt pig.
No, okay.
I'll just have to look up online and see what other people are selling it as. So that's 2 pieces of Portmeirion.
Okay, I've got some more. Next pile of jeans. I'm just going to call this a random generic pile of jeans. Really, there's nothing special about this one bundle. It was just they're from all different tables, and this is just a pile of jeans that I have. There's another pile to come in a minute, but that's just generic jeans. Oh, that's nice.
Another Portmeirion pot. This one's got a lid on it.
It's got a nice, very small kind of dragonfly on it. Not nice.
It's got some lovely detailed
nice little
painting
details,
on it.
isn't it?
And this is
So Portmeirion Botanic.
exotic botanic garden.
Botanic garden. Ah.
Again, I don't know what you would call that as apart from, you know, a covered pot. I think I paid £3. Did I pay 3 each or 5?
I mean, if
might have paid £5 for the 2 of these and then £1 for the toast rack.
Could that be for mustard?
No. That would blow you into next century if you had that much.
I know, if you're
lobster.
having a big dinner party and it's like pasta. No, how about apple sauce?
Possibly, but if it's a sauce, there would normally be a
For a
cutout for a spoon. So I
Yeah.
don't think it is actually a serving dish. Perhaps it's just a.
For a
I
cat?
don't think you'd fit.
For a cat, maybe?
Actually, that's slightly large for a cat.
Yeah. Small dog then.
A very small dog, or just a leg.
Okay. If you've got any clue what that's for and what this is
I'll
for,
look it up.
drop the comments down below because I'd be interested. Even if they're not sensible answers, drop the comments down below. Like a comment. What else you got? Oh, shall I do one more? I'll do some
Yeah,
more.
you can do another one.
Alright. I'm doing mine in piles because you don't want to do everything all in one go. So I've got some hoodies. Now this is a it's Nike, isn't it? Reebok, sorry. So I got a nice Reebok hoodie for about £2, I think. Then got a Hollister
I'll echo in a minute.
Hollister grey hoodie. It's nice. And I think this is I like the super dry one. Nice burgundy super dry hoodie. So yeah, really happy with those. Like should go nicely. I'm hoping for maybe 10 to 15. No, probably 12 to 18 actually. I think I'm hoping for those. Something like that. Yeah, what we got?
I have
Oh, royal.
Her Ladyship and His Lordship fine china mugs from the Leonardo collection.
Leonardo.
Collection.
What brand is that? Is that Leonardo?
That is the Leonardo collection.
Alright. Okay.
That's kind of what it is.
Because Leonardo collection to me suggests that it should be
Sounds
from,
like it's from another maker.
From another maker, but it's their collection.
It just says fine china designed in England, but I would list that as the Leonardo collection.
Okay, cool.
I'm losing the power of speech
Yeah.
here. But anyway, there's a pair of his and hers mugs.
Nice.
I think they were £1 for the two.
Sounds good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think I
About
would
there.
have paid £1 each, so £1
No.
for the two.
Yeah. But a nice shaped cup actually.
Yeah, and
They
with
were nice.
Coronation next weekend,
Maybe
would it
best-
make any difference because it's got crowns on it? I don't know.
Well, I would
I'll
say
see if I can get them listed
get
straight
them
away.
up
and see if
straight
they
away
go.
on those ones because they could be that could be
They could
time
be sellers.
time sensitive, couldn't it?
Could be.
Shall I go? Oh, sorry. What have I got here? Yeah, I got some more jeans. Oh, hang on. Right, so I got these more jeans. This was I've never heard of these jeans. This is young girls kind of jeans, kind of. But apparently this is pre-London. I've never heard of pre.
Free London. Oh, pray.
Pre.
Well, it's got an accent over the E, so I would.
Accent. But apparently they're quite good jeans. I need to look them up. Apparently the lady says that her daughter doesn't buy any crap. So apparently they're supposed to be reasonably good. These are saying that in the same things. These are G-Star Raw jeans. And I believe that's a reasonable brand. I've had some of those before. So that would lead me to agree that they're reasonable. Now this is why I needed to check out what people are wearing, because there are jeans with holes in and stuff that people still buy, and these are something else like culture, is it? That word.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really hard.
C-O-U-T.
Couture, I think that is.
Couture London. B Couture.
Yeah, couture. It's really, really odd font.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like couture to me. Does it say on the other label? Yeah, couture. Style name Morpheus.
So I've never heard of them, but it's always good to do research and
Yeah.
find out whether these are worth picking up. I mean, saying that, as you see, I pick up random jeans as well, but it just depends on how much you want to pay for them, and knowing in the future whether. Now this is premium quality. This is odd. It's just got a VMD.
Yeah, it's like crossed like that, and then a letter in each of the quarters. So
you can see that. Anyway, it's just more pairs of jeans, but I quite like the colouring actually. The colouring and the fading on those. I think they should go quite well. Anyway, that was that pair. What else you got, Jen?
and I've got a Flower Fairies mug from the it's from Queen's Kitchen.
Have you had some of those before?
Flowerfairies.com. I've got whole sets of Flower Fairies by Danbury Mint.
Right. And you
So
had
it's
Flower Fairies.
It's still Flower Fairies, but
Yeah.
a different make.
Different, mate. Yeah.
Bone china again.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, The Estate of Cicely Mary Baker, 2008. So no idea. I don't know if Cicely Mary Baker was the artist or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea. More research needed, but that I think was probably 50p.
How many more bits you got in there?
One or two.
Right.
Two at least.
Right. This is my better pile of jeans. So I'm going to split these up into two pairs. Got a nice pair of crosshatch jeans. These are button up. I quite like these. So I picked these up for £3. They're pretty good for a £3 lot. There was those, and then there was this pair of Levi's. I didn't recognise the inside label. It's not a design of inside label that I recognise. I didn't even check if they're big E or little E. The little E, it's not so bad. The tag on the back doesn't have the sizes on, which suggests that they're women's. But they are a 40 waist and a 32 leg. But they're quite nice. So I actually paid £5 for those. I was paying £5 from a wholesaler, and
they look quite a big size.
Yeah, they're 40 waist.
Oh, hang on to them.
So
you can grow into them.
Actually, what size was the leg?
It looks like lardy short leg to me.
No,
Yeah, that is lardy short leg.
They're 32s. They're probably longer leg for me.
32 length.
Yeah, I might have to try them on. They might be my size. You never know. But I actually paid £5 for them. Okay.
I have a Queen's Tonquin pretty blue and white mug.
It's nice.
And I've got a feeling I picked up 3 mugs for £1. This one is a Elizabethan fine bone china. Just a pretty shape.
Yeah, with a butterfly on it. It's got some nice detail on it.
Yeah, I think these were 3 for... Oh.
Got the butterfly there. And underneath that's the branding.
And this one isn't a fine china one, but it's like World War II aircraft. Well, it's a Spitfire. It's all about Spitfire was powered by Rolls-Royce Merlin and Griffon engines. Picture of inside the cockpit. Reginald Joseph Mitchell was just 8 years old when he saw the Wright brothers make the first powered flight in America in 1903. Now he is known as the creator of one of the most famous aircraft in history. Wow, that's a
It's a really nice
A
mug.
really nice mug. The brand Little Snoring. Little Snoring. I've
LS
never come
Little
across
Snoring.
those before.
No, never heard of
But
that.
that's those. That would be those three, wouldn't it? For
Yeah.
£1.
Fab. You got any more?
And you know, that's.
I've got one more little pile.
I've got one more thing.
Do your one last thing. You do your thing last and be
Okay.
and so save yours to be the best
Yeah.
thing.
All right then.
Right. So so I also got, now these are quite big. These are. But these are River Island. She was asking £10 for sorry, £5 a pair. I said we'd do 8 for the 2. So these are River Island, and they're brand new with tags. Price on them is £46. And I got them for £4. But they're quite big. And I think they're flared with I think they call that a raw seam at the bottom with the tassels.
Yeah. I always getting to learn all the terms.
Yeah. So you have to learn something. So I've got 2 pairs. That's exactly the same pair. That there with the raw seam.
Until you started doing this, the only thing you knew about jeans were, do they fit or
They
not?
fit on. Oh, and they're blue and they're black. That was about it. So this is a big learning thing.
You've seen this learning curve in action.
Of
as
me,
he develops
yeah.
over the-
Well,
But he did exactly the same with the cameras, you know.
Yeah.
When he started picking up cameras, he knew nothing about them whatsoever. We did, as a hobby, we were photographers,
yeah,
but we were using, you know, expensive SLR
yeah.
cameras. So, you know,
We were
all that
using
you've learned
Canons and
about the compact
Saying
cameras,
that, I've got
you
one
know,
more
19
over there, which I forgot about. Hang on. So then possibly the best ones I picked up is the Calvin Klein. These are Calvin Kleins. And these were over £4 as well. No,
Did you
no,
say
these
the
are
best
£5.
till last?
Kind of, yeah. So that's a pair of Calvin Kleins. Now these are the kind of things again that I would have picked up when I was buying from the wholesalers. Before, I was thinking I'm not paying £5 for a pair of jeans, but then I was buying them. You know, I'm hoping I might get 20 to 25 quid for these. So we'll see. Now I was going to leave your best ones to last, but saying that, I've got to get a shoot over there, and there's a camera.
And my last piece is an oven to tableware dish. It's a small square dish, pretty floral inside, and on the back it's marked Ashley Ceramics. Now I don't know if that's Laura Ashley or if it's a completely different brand, but it was 50p,
Yeah.
and I thought that will probably sit on my eBay for a couple of years.
For a couple of years before it goes on.
But then, because I list things as good till sold, you know, things. Just this morning, you know, I sold a Build-A-Bear rainbow pony that's been on there for 2 years. You know,
So what would you use that for?
Well, it's oven to tableware,
Oven
so
to
you
table.
could
Make a nice little toad in the hole, wouldn't it?
a mini toad in the
A
hole.
mini toad in the hole. For
Bear says it would make a good dog food
good
dish.
dog food dish, yeah.
But I don't know what you'd put in there. Something, because that looks to me like dinner party wear. You know, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have it on the table every day, would you?
No.
It's kind of too small to put a load of rolls and. I don't know what you put in there. What do you have at dinner parties that you take out of an oven at that size?
Oh, I know.
Anybody who does dinner parties.
Camembert. No, that'd be the right size for putting a camembert in. I know it's not round, but you could put a camembert in and you could dip. If it's an oven, a camembert would fit in that.
It would fit in there, but I'm not sure that was its intended purpose.
No, I don't
at
think
all.
it was.
I don't know if you would cook a mini toad in the hole for a dinner party. And then,
Why has it got to be for a dinner party?
well, because it's obviously an expensive piece originally.
Right, got you,
And I don't think this is everyday tableware.
got you.
you know, it's not a dinner plate or a pudding bowl, is it? So I don't think that would go on your ordinary everyday table. So that's why I'm saying special occasion.
Got you.
And so if it is a special occasion, then what you would do with it, I don't know. But please do drop a comment. But if you have one of these and use it, what do you do with it?
And if you want to buy it, it's coming to Jan's eBay soon.
And it'll be there for years, so no rush. Absolutely no rush at all. What was the other thing? Because over the last sort of 24 hours, I've been selling things that have been sat there for a long, long time. I sold it, well, the necklace that I was talking about.
Not being rude.
That's been on there for 2 years.
I'll say about this camera I've picked up while Jan's quickly having a look at what she sold. Have a quick look at what you sold whilst I'm doing the camera.
Well,
so I picked up this. I picked up a Samsung. Nice little camera. I paid £5 for it. It looks pretty clean. It's not scratched up and stuff. I have put the battery on charge, and the battery isn't charging, so it's going to need a new battery. So just having a quick look to see if it's actually worth buying a battery. These are selling between. This is, by the way, it's the it's a WB 250F. And these sell between £40 to £60 used, and you can get a brand new battery for these for £7 with free postage. So I'll be buying a new battery for this, which will take the total up to about £12 for it. But if I can sell it for 40 to 60, then that'll be a good little pickup, and it comes with a little case. So back to Jen, and what was that item that you sold?
Well, I was just saying, wasn't I, that I had a necklace that's been on there for a long time, and a Build-A-Bear rainbow pony.
Yeah.
I
wasn't paying attention. I wasn't. I'm
That's
sorry.
the thing. My mouth needs the ears just
I'm not listening. No.
Taking,
I'm tired. I've done a boot sale already.
No notice whatsoever.
It's the thing. I do get very tired after doing a boot sale, so.
But I think that's quite a nice little haul,
nice
even though it looks as though it's more than it was, because I've left the tea towels and my purse on the table. But
well, no, because you've got the ladro over there as well. That's, you know, I mean, it is a nice little haul. So, do you know how much you spent roughly?
I know exactly. I spent £33.50, which is a lot for me. But then the 2/3 of that was keepers.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
And those bits there are keepers as well. It's only these bits that will end up going on eBay. And as I say, you know, my eBay, I don't have a store. I'm a private seller because I only do it as a hobby. And you know, I'm happy to just shove things on there and just let them sit for as long as it takes till somebody comes along that likes them.
So I actually spent.
There was a dressing table set that I bought years ago, one of those glass dressing table set, and I think that sat there for nearly 3 years before it sold.
Yeah.
But it eventually did go. I bought it for £3, sold it for 30.
Yeah.
So it was worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I spent about 90 quid on my little lot today. But I mean, I think there's 38 items I picked up, and I would try and get about £10 profit on most of it. Some of those cheaper jeans might only make about £5 profit, but
and I was going to say with mine as well, all the money that I'm getting from eBay sales at the moment is all still going towards paying off Chester's last veterinary fees and things.
Yeah.
You know, because the end of his life, well, we've lost 3 dogs in 3 years, and each of them in the last part of their lives have cost over £2,000 between the veterinary bills and the cremation.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot, because that all goes on a credit card, which I then try and pay off as fast as possible. So at the moment I'm trying to clear Chester's so that the card's paid down enough that if Bear or Echo need anything, then we've got a line of credit that they can have whatever. And Bear actually cost us well over £2,000 himself when he had poorly paw, but luckily he survived. And even though we thought at one point he was going to lose his paw,
Yeah.
he's still got all 4 paws intact and
Yeah.
just a big hole in my, in my credit card.
In a credit card. But so today, obviously, what as we said was Sunday, and it's a bank holiday, so
we're back again tomorrow.
back again tomorrow, yeah. So we should have another boot sale tomorrow to go to.
I think it's the same one, South of England
So
Showground.
they're doing it again tomorrow.
So if you're watching this on the Sunday, we'll be there on the Monday.
We'll be there on the Monday.
If you want to do a boot sale or whatever, and you know he's doing very well with that boot sale. You know, the only thing that I find difficult about it is that the shed that they give him to use has that sand floor, whereas they had 2 other sheds completely unused today at all that were concrete floor. Bigger sheds would have had plenty of room for probably all of the.
Yeah.
But then that's between
him and
Mick and the South of England Showground people who decide where the boot sale's going to go. But
yeah. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, and take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.